And most business owners I know, especially when you're starting off, they have that hiccup of, oh, I can ask for more money or I can't, ask for X amount of money. But no, you can. If you truly believe in your services and what you've got to offer, then back yourself 110% and the universe will deliver.
Yes. Oh, wow. That is so well put.
But what I pride myself in is going that next mile above and beyond for the client. So, yes, we can keep you compliant. Yes, we can keep your data entry in check. But what's next? How do we look at the reports and move your business to the right next step?
Hello and welcome to BizGrowth Network's Member Spotlight, where we love shining some bright light on our wonderful members. And today we have Fazia Nasker from Keysight Accounting Solutions. Thank you so much for rocking out here, Faz.
Thank you. The pleasure's all mine.
Yay! So are you ready? Let's dive deep in.
Yes, let's go for
Let's
it.
do it. So we're going to learn a little bit more about Fuzz and all the awesome things that she does in business and how amazing that she is as a human being too. So what really inspired you to start your business and how did you get to where you're at today?
Amazing. My biggest inspiration, as I always say, are my two beautiful girls, Amira and Aliyah. COVID hit and I needed to pivot quickly to be able to be present for them while they're growing. So I wanted to be fully present in their life while still accomplishing my personal and professional dreams. So Keysight Accounting was born in 2022 when a mum decided enough's enough and I'm going to take life back into my hands. I'm going to create a business that works around me and my family.
Wow, and I love that. A woman on a mission, but it's so heart-centered because you obviously understand the value of quality time that we spend with our little loved ones, but also with family. So I'm so grateful that you did that because now we have an amazing person as part of the circle, but also all the love that you've been sharing around. Thank you so much. When it comes to your business with Keysight Accounting Solutions, what are the services, what are the products that you offer, and who would you say is your ideal client, Fauzia?
Keysight Accounting Solutions predominantly offers bookkeeping services. So when we say bookkeeping, we're talking about bank reconciliations, payroll, BAS lodgements, making sure you're compliant with your work cover super, and everything that comes in between. But what I pride myself in is going that next mile above and beyond for the client. So yes, we can keep you compliant. Yes, we can keep your data entry in check. But what's next? How do we look at the reports and move your business to the right next step? So if you're looking about growing or scaling your business, what are the measures that you need to review on a monthly basis to move your target to that next level? So in terms of what I offer a holistic bookkeeping solution with some strategic advice and with some accountability sessions. We have once a month with some of our clients to go, you said your target was 120 for this month. You fell short. Why did you fall short? What are you going to do next month to achieve those targets? And having those real conversations with real humans, that's what drives me and that's what drives Keysight Accounting Solutions. So I always come back to, we're not just a transactional business, we're a human focused business because businesses are run by human and you need to understand the human behind the business to deliver an outcome.
Wow, that is so well put. And I think when I think bookkeeping, when I think people who are in that zone, I only think numbers and logic. And clearly, we're coming from the space of how can we serve the person in front of us? How can we provide the best value so that person can grow? I think not only professionally as a business, but also personally as a human, because they're like, wow, I can actually talk to my bookkeeper.
100%.
Yeah, which is amazing. So, if you had to tell us who your ideal client is when it comes to your products, your services, do you have like a particular industry type or particular area that you work in more than the others?
Although we're industry agnostics, I believe that our strengths lie in serving professional services industries. And I sort of say anywhere between, if you've got a $500,000 or more in turnover, you're looking to grow, you've got tech systems in place, you've got staff thinking of scaling to the next level, that would be an ideal client for us because we can help them get to that next level.
Fabulous. Well, for all our viewers listening, if you're looking for a bookkeeper who also comes from a huge heart space, who can really help you grow, and who has an amazing community that she falls back to, we've got Fazia, who's here with us. Definitely someone to connect with. Now, since you've been in business, I am so sure you've had like so many challenges. So if you had to pinpoint on one, which probably was the biggest, and how did you really overcome that, Fazia?
Yeah. My biggest challenge, I think personally and professionally, which it's always work in progress as we say, is overcoming that mindset, limiting beliefs that saying I can't charge more or I can't ask for more. The last 3 years I've increased my prices across the services that I've offered, and most business owners I know, especially when you're starting off, they have that hiccup of, oh, I can ask for more money or I can't ask for X amount of money. But no, you can. If you truly believe in your services and what you've got to offer, then back yourself 110% and the universe will deliver.
Yes. Oh, wow. That is so well put. There's so many things when it comes to that, right? It's like self-worth involved and then all these talks in your head. And I'm so glad that this is all being smashed in the face and we're moving ahead. And for everyone watching, it's very, very inspirational as well. I think really looking at different aspects of your business, and you're adding value and so much value. So it's definitely something they're paying for it, but they're also receiving that support, that additional, what do you call it, a wow factor.
That's right.
When we're looking at a big achievement, or probably one of the proudest moments you've had in business, what would that be, Fazia?
Recently, I got nominated for the Casey Business Awards. That's for me so far has been the proudest achievement. I didn't think I'd be shortlisted, but here we are.
That's amazing. That's the first of many, Fazia. So all our good wishes with you at all times. You're doing an amazing job. You're not only running what you're doing, having a team that you're backing, but also you're at home, a powerhouse of a mum, and constantly doing things for your two girls. That's wonderful. So keep going, and there's going to be so many awards coming your way for sure. And also with looking at your industry, what does Quayside Accounting Solutions do differently?
We work with the person behind the business. So we don't have a cookie cutter approach because I know most accountants are very transactional and there's nothing wrong with that. But what you miss out is you miss out on the opportunity to educate, to train, to elevate a client. So for example, a client I had for 3 years, they were giving me boxes of receipts. Boxes and boxes of receipts. It took us 3 years, but we moved them to paperless invoicing and paperless receipt capture. But I needed to work with them. I needed to manage the change process. I needed to manage the why, the how, and the outcomes that they will achieve. And 3 years later, once this client would have been basically every bookkeeper's worst nightmare. Now she's my best friend.
Wow, you've managed to turn that around, and change is very challenging for most people. And when you're so set on doing things your way, you're coming in and having that collaborative approach so that the business owner understands that learning that goes on, and probably it's ongoing. You've done it for 3 years. That's like huge. Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That would be such a proud moment. And now having that person as your friend, she definitely has a really good friend. Fabulous. And looking right into the future, if I asked you, what was your vision for your business in the next 5 years? Where do you see Quayside Accounting Solutions?
Quayside Accounting Solutions in 5 years will be the trusted accounting and bookkeeping services provider in the industry. We will be known as a thought leader for not only what we do, but the milestones that we achieve. We will also be known as a disruptor in the industry because we will challenge the way the current industry thinks and does things. We also want to be known as an innovator, so watch this space.
Yay! Wow, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And innovation obviously is so linked to creativity, and you're such a creative person. Your mind's constantly buzzing with ideas, Fazia. So looks like we're going to see a lot of innovative things happening, and we're looking forward to having a lot of fun, understanding a lot to do with accounting, with bookkeeping, and continuing on that learning curve for all the BGN members, but also the wider network. So thank you so much for everything that you bring, and we're looking forward to rock and roll.
100%. Thank you.